The origins of our healing retreat were really meant to be the capstone to our holy and life-giving seminar, which teaches our first-year men, now our propedeutic stage, about the scope of spiritual direction and different forms of prayer and getting them familiar with Lectio Divina, and then also the beginnings of understanding theology of the body, human sexuality, and appropriate Christian anthropology. And after all these things had been brought up, it certainly would bring up other things in the life of a man. As part of his initial formation, we wanted to delve into the realm of healing. Some of the things, especially for sexual woundedness, to be something that they could then go a little bit deeper with and chart a path forward. But in the very first year that we did this, none of our seminarians had had this experience, and we thought it was valuable enough to give to every level in our seminary. And what we found that first year, and what we've seen in successive years, is that a man who comes into the healing retreat again and again knows more what he can get out of it, what to anticipate, and certainly by being more mature at different places in formation, he's going to uncover things that maybe would have been left covered for a very long time if it were not for the opportunity given in the healing retreat. And this gives us an opportunity to then chart a path for spiritual formation, human formation, and certainly a segue into even counseling for men who need that as going forward from the healing retreat. The setup of the healing retreat has come to be something like a cross between maybe our days of recollection, where you have kind of conferences and a time for adoration and journaling, but also a time for small group reflection, really being able to process with peers what's going on and help each other draw out what they might be missing. I think especially, again, as we repeat the healing retreat with veteran seminarians helping younger underclassmen understand what they could be getting from this. And it's also a time for fraternal time with each other, for time to set away technology and classwork for a bit. And in this place where we're really trying to just kind of recuperate in many ways, and not just in a kind of a spiritual retreat form, but to do that with each other, knowing that the peer group is going to be that place of accountability, that place of support. And everything kind of is leading up to that place of healing prayer. And this is really the intersection between, I would say, human formation and spiritual formation. The healing retreat is where we're really in a collaboration of two dimensions overlapping. And in this case, to get to the candlelit holy hour, a place of darkness, but focus on the Lord, to remember that your healing is not just, internalized and you focused, but being able to bring that to Jesus. How are you walking with Jesus? How are we bringing this out? How is this seen in the light of the gospel? And the one who can really come in and do what no psychologist can do, what you can't do to fix yourself. And then I have an opportunity actually to have some of our priests in spiritual formation pray over a man and just feel really in a place of confidence to lay this bare and finally name something and have the Lord take possession of that.
Yeah, the very first thing that our retreat mistress said was, "I am nothing." That's how she set the tone for the whole retreat. Honestly, that was the biggest thing that I took from the whole retreat, was that the words "I'm nothing" have to be taken with the Lord is everything. And yeah, honestly, that just gives me such confidence in the Lord, that in my littleness, that He's going to fill me up, He's going to use me.
And we also got to have small group reflections. It was something that I don't remember happening before. And so we got to be there with our brothers, as they're in a place of pain, and be there with them. And it was just so good, to be there with the guys.
Healing retreat let me know that with the small groups, there's brothers here to talk to. Like, they're more than willing to help, and it's a huge blessing. And so now I know that I have a support group to help me get through these things that come up during formation.
During this healing session of prayer, in praying over the seminarians, I was conscious of the reverence that I had in me, which is more akin to a certain reverence for the openness or the transparency of the seminarians.
Seeing this, like how hard I am on myself, like why am I so hard on myself? And then that's when it kind of hit me, like I am the person that I have not forgiven. I was just kind of shocked to see that I had never really consciously like forgiven myself and saying like, okay, you deserve forgiveness and compassion too.
Speaking with the seminarians was amazing, and I was really struck by the beauty of their hearts and how their hearts are on fire for Christ and just how much they love Him. How open they were was really touching, and their desire to grow and be healed was beautiful. They are really earnestly seeking healing because they want to be priests of Christ.